So just observe the next thing what we have to discuss. Up to this we covered some important terminology related to string. So why string objects are mutable. So why string buffer objects are mutable, is immutability advantage or disadvantage feature. Like we covered internal things related to SCP immutability, right? Now the remaining part is just API. That's all. What are various important methods and the constructors present in string class. Okay, keep studying constructors of string class. Constructors of string class. Constructors of string class. String class. Constructors of string class. Okay, here just observe what are various constructors present in the string. The first constructor, string s is equal to new string. Sir, string s is equal to new string. So creates an empty string object. Sir, string s is equal to new string creates an empty string object. Okay, make sure here you people should aware clearly empty string object, the string object which has a zero length. Are you getting right? Most of the people having the big doubt here. Some people, most of the people having the doubt. Sir, if I can take string s is equal to double quotes open, double quotes close, double quotes open and double quotes close. String s is equal to null. Can you tell what is the difference between these two things? Is both are same or both are different? Both are different. In the first case, string object is there, but what is its length? Zero length string object is there in the first. But in the second case, string object is not there. Regarding that, object itself is not there. String s is equal to null. String object itself is not there. Okay, make sure you should aware. Okay, this is so both are not same. Now string s is equal to new string. Then which thing will be? This is equal to first one or second one? Equal to first one. An empty string object will be created with a zero size or with a zero length. Okay, first one. Second constructor. Sir, I have one string literal. Durga, a string literal is there. I want to create an equivalent string object on the heap. Then we should go for string s is equal to new string of string literal. Sir, for the given string literal, for the given string constant, an equivalent object will be created on the heap. Whenever we are using new operator, compulsory new object will be created on the heap for this literal, and for every literal compulsory one constant should be there in the SCP area also. So create an equivalent string object for the given string literal on the heap area, right? Okay, this is next. Third one, do you know, at any point of time we can dance between string buffer and the string. For the given string buffer object, I want to create an equivalent string object. Possible. For the given string, can you please create an equivalent string buffer? Possible. Dancing between string and string buffer? Possible. No problem at all. Now here string s is equal to new string of string s is equal to new string of string buffer yes, be like I'm taking. For the given string buffer, create an equivalent string object. For the given string buffer, create an equivalent string object. Okay, for this is the constructor, right? Are you able to understand? So to create an empty string object, to create a string object on the heap for the given string literal, create a string object on the heap equivalent to given string buffer, right? Total how many constructors are there? 3 constructors up to this, but some more constructors I will add. First add only first one, don't take any other. First one, string s is equal to new string. String s is equal to new string. String s is equal to new string. Creates an empty string object. Creates an empty string object. That's all. Now second one, string s is equal to new string of String s is equal to new string of, string s is equal to new string of string literal, string s is equal to new string of string literal, string literal, literal, string s is equal to new string of string literal at the point creates a string object, creates a string object, creates a string object on the heap, creates a string object on the heap for the given string literal, 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 literal. Next, the third one, string s is equal to new string of, string s is equal to new string of, string s is equal to new string of string buffer sb, string s is equal to new string of string buffer sb, string buffer sb, string s is equal to new string of string buffer sb. That creates an equivalent string object, creates an equivalent string object, creates an equivalent string object for the given string buffer, creates an equivalent string object for the given string buffer, creates an equivalent string object for the given string buffer, for the given string buffer. Okay, that's all. These are three constructors anyway you aware. Now the fourth one, do you know, in some languages a sequence of characters are char array is nothing but string. Are you getting? Char array, a sequence of characters is a string. Now for the given char array, can you please create an equivalent string object? For the given char array, can you please create an equivalent string object? String s is equal to, string s is equal to new string of string array, new string of char array ch. Sir, for the given char array, can you please create an equivalent string object? Is nothing but like we can create. If you want example for this, sir, yeah, let me consider example. Here see, I have char array ch is equal to, char array ch is equal to a b c d is there, a b c d is there, char array ch. Now can you please create an equivalent string for the given char array? Now string s is equal to new string of, string s is equal to new string of ch. Are you getting? For the given char array, can you please create an equivalent string object like system.out.println of s. You know what the answer by default we are going to get? A, B, C, D, like a string object by default we will get. Is it clear for all of it? For the given char array, can you please create an equivalent string object is nothing but next constructor for the given byte array. Can you please create an equivalent string object? That part I will discuss. First add this one. Fourth constructor, string s is equal to, string s is equal to new string of, string s is equal to new string of char array ch. String s is equal to new string of char array ch. String s is equal to new string of char array ch. Add the theory first. Creates an equivalent string object, creates an equivalent string object, for the given char array, creates an equivalent string object for the given char array, creates an equivalent string object for the given char array, for the given char array. Okay, example here this one, char array ch is equal to, char array ch is equal to A, B, C, D. Example, better to take clearly. Char array ch is equal to A, B, C, D. Next, string s is equal to, new string of ch. String s is equal to new string of ch. SOP of s. You know what the output by default we are going to get? A, B, C, D like. SOP of s, A, B, C, D like. Any explanation is required? This is fourth constructor we have. Let me go for fifth constructor. Now 1 minute. Next constructor, here see. Here I am taking string s is equal to, sir, string s is equal to new string of, string s is equal to new string of byte array b. Legend this one. Sir, for the given byte array, can you please create an equivalent string object? For the given byte array, can you please create an equivalent string object like string s is equal to string of byte array b. Now, what is the, if you want example for this, just observe this one. Sir, I am taking byte array b is equal to, byte array b is equal to, so 100, 101, 102, 103 like this. Byte array b is equal to 100, 101, 102, 103. String s is equal to, string s is equal to new string of, string s is equal to new string of b. Can you tell what is the b? B is what? Byte array. String s is equal to new string of b. Okay. System.out.println of s. SOP of yes, like this we have SOP of yes. Now, have you observed here? Okay. Byte array b is equal to like SOP of yes. What is the answer? Yeah. What is the answer? 100, 101, 102, 103. Oh, no. What is the answer we are going to get? Okay. Make sure. 100 means B. 97 means A. 98 means B. 99 means C. 100 means D. D, E, F, G. The corresponding, these are treated as Unicode values. Now the corresponding characters, right? D, E, F, G, like this. Any explanation is required? Okay. So this is the way what you people should aware. Okay. So for the given byte array, how to create string object? What is the constructor? Add fifth one. Add string s is equal to, string s is equal to new string of, string s is equal to new string of byte array b. String s is equal to new string of byte array b. Byte array b. Yeah, creates an equivalent string object. Creates an equivalent string object for the given byte array. Creates an equivalent string object for the given byte array. Okay. Example. Add byte array b is equal to, byte array b is equal to 100, 101, 102, 103. Byte array b is equal to like string s is equal to new string of b. SOP of yes. String s is equal to new string of b. SOP of yes. For the answer by default we will get D, E, F, G, like this. Any explanation is required? Okay. Make sure these are the 5 constructors we have related to string. Of course, maybe important constructors are these, maybe 1 or 2 maybe there, but anyway these are the important constructors what we have related to string. Now keep submitting. Important methods of string class. 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 Here just observe, there are several methods are there anyway, right? Compulsory you people should aware. Now just observe these methods now. Sir, first method, of course, method name itself indicates self explanation. Method name itself indicates the purpose. So easily we can able to tell. Sir, public char yet of int index. Can you tell what this method is going to return? It returns the character locating yet a specified index. Are you getting right? It returns the character locating yet a specified index. Okay, this. If you want just example for this, not required to keep much explanation. Just observe. String S is equal to Durga. String S is equal to Durga. Now S dot caret of 3. Sir, can you tell what is the character locating at third index? Which character Anna? D. D means 0, 0 based. 0, 1, 2, 3. 3. At the third index, which thing is there? Is a G. That's why G is the answer. S dot caret of 30. Sir, 30 index is not there. That's why immediately runtime exception by default we are going to get saying string index out of bounds exception. Any explanation is required about this one? Okay, make sure add. Here, first to take the method. First one, public char yet of int index. Char yet, not caret anna. Char yet of int index. Of int index at the 3 int index returns the character locating yet specified index, returns the character locating yet specified index, specified index. Okay, now example, add example. String S is equal to Durga. Example, string equal to Durga. System dot out dot println S dot caret of 3. S dot char yet of 3. Can you please spell out the character locating at the third index? S dot caret of 3. What is the answer? G. S dot caret of 3. G is the answer. System dot out dot println S dot caret of 30. Sir, what is the character locating at 30th index? S dot caret of 30. Can you tell what will happen? String index out of bounds exception. String index out of bounds exception. String index out of bounds exception like string index out of bounds exception like completed, right? So this is about the char caret method of int index, right? Next so second method, here see this one. Sir, public string concat of string yes. Listen, sir, here if we consider concat method, listen this one, later you can take observe. Concat method not required to keep much explanation. Listen, sir, I am taking string S is equal to Durga. Sir, string S is equal to Durga. S is equal to S dot concat of software, like I am taking S dot concat of software. S is equal to S dot concat of software. Sir, instead of this, can I take like this? S is equal to S plus software. Both are same or not? Why? S is equal to S plus software. S is equal to S Durga software only. Or instead of this one, S plus is equal to software. Valid or not? S plus is equal to software. Yes, it is also valid. So, do you know S is equal to S plus software? S plus is equal to software is nothing but overloaded plus operator or plus equal operator also meant for concatenation purpose only. Correct or not? Concat method or plus operator or plus equal, all the things talks about concatenation for the string, no difference at all. Clear for all of it? Okay, now yeah, better to take the method. Public string concat of string yes. Public string concat of string yes. Okay, just at the theoretical point. Sir, the overloaded plus and plus equal operators also, overloaded plus and plus equal operators also meant for, the overloaded plus and plus equal operators also meant for concatenation purpose only. The overloaded plus and plus equal operators also meant for concatenation purpose only. Okay, this is example. example, take this example, same example. String S is equal to Durga, string S is equal to Durga, S is equal to S dot concat of software, S is equal to S dot concat of software. Next, S is equal to S plus software, S plus is equal to software, S is equal to S plus software, S plus is equal to software, like what the answer, you know, Durga software, like completed, I hope. Clear, right? So this is one thing what you people should aware, the overloaded plus and plus equal operators. So also meant up for concatenation purpose only. Any explanation is required about this method, Anna? Okay, that's a very commonly used method. Next one, here see. So here there are two methods I have to explain. Here just observe. Let me talk about these and then you can take the notes anyway, right? Here see. Do you know equals method? Have you remembered? In string class, equals method meant for what? Equals method meant for content comparison. In the content comparison, case is also considered or not? Case is also important. Lower case, upper case difference is there. Now I am taking just one example. String S is equal to Java. String S is equal to, here just observe, string S is equal to Java, like I am taking Java. System.out.println S dot equals of Java, like I am taking. What is the answer? True or false? False. What is the reason? You know, because case is also important, sir. In string class, dot equals method overridden for content comparison, where case is important, sir. Sometimes our requirement is, sometimes in our program requirement, content you have to check, but case is not required to worry. Lower case or upper case, no problem at all. Best example, in the mail ID. In the mail ID, you can use lower case, upper case, no problem. So mail ID is not case sensitive, but password is nothing but case sensitive. Are you getting the difference? To compare passwords, to validate password, use equals method. Look at this. But to compare mail ID, to validate mail ID, equals method we can't use, because equals method is going to check a case also, but case is not important for me. Then specially designed method is there for the string. Specially designed method S dot equals ignore case. S dot equals ignore case of Java, right? S dot equals ignore case of Java. You know, same thing. Is nothing more. Now equals ignore case. Case not required to worry. Content only you have to check. Can you tell what the answer we are going to get now? True by default, right? Are you getting? Equals method is there. Equals ignore case method. Equals method is the generalized method which is applicable everywhere. But equals ignore case method is nothing but applicable only for what? String concept, right? Okay. Add next method. Public boolean equals of object O. Public boolean equals of object O. Public boolean equals of object O. Add to perform content comparison, to perform content comparison where case is important. To perform content comparison where case is important. Where case is important. Next, this is overriding version of object class equals method. This is overriding version of object class equals method. Overriding version of object class equals method. Okay, like next, public boolean equals ignore case of string S. Public boolean equals ignore case of string S. Public boolean equals ignore case of string S. to perform content comparison where case is not important. To perform content comparison where case is not important, and it is a specially designed method for string objects. Content comparison where case is not important. Any explanation is required about this one? Okay, now better to go for a simple example also. Completed, right? Next here see this one example. Take this part. String s is equal to Java. String s example Java system.out.println s dot equals of Java, capital letters Java. Have you observed? What the answer? First case false. What the reason? You know. Next, SOP of s dot equals ignore case of s dot equals ignore case of Java. JAVA is nothing but the output we are going to get what? True. First one is the false, second one is the true. We are going to get false and the true. Like completed, right? Take clearly output also. False followed by true. Okay. Now here just take a note. Okay. Note. Here just observe. I want to validate username. I want to validate password. In username and password, which one is the case sensitive, which is not case sensitive? Password is case sensitive. Username is not case sensitive. You can use uppercase, lowercase or mixed case, no problem at all. To validate username, which method we have to use? To validate username, which method we have to use? Equals ignore case method, because where case is not important. But to validate password, which method we have to use? Equals method, because where case is important, right? Okay, add. In general, we can use equals ignore case method. In general, we can use equals ignore case method. Equals ignore case method to validate equals ignore case method to validate usernames. Usernames equals ignore case method to validate usernames where case is not important. Where case is not important. Case is not important. Whereas we can use equals method. We can use equals method to validate password. To validate password where case is important. To validate password where case is important. That's all. Are you able to understand? Equals method is there, equals ignore case method is also there. Okay. Now the next method. Have you observed here? It is a next method. Listen this one. Sir, let me explain an example, then we will talk a bit in detail. Here see. Suppose I have string s is equal to, okay, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G is there. Now somewhere I hope you people saw this line. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Which movie, na? Balu movie tagline. Balu movie tagline, right? What that one? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A boy can do everything for a girl. A boy can do everything for a girl. Is it correct? If anyone is telling like that, don't believe. Is nothing but pakka wrong. Are you going to do really like that? No, they only telling right. Okay, next. So A boy can do everything for a girl. Is nothing but that movie is not it movie, average movie, I hope. Okay. But at that time, anyway, this statement is the wrong statement. A boy can do everything for a girl. I don't think. Olden days may be possible, but now I don't think. But okay, listen. But at that time, reverse quotation is also more popular. Have you remember? Reverse quotation. Even that one is wrong or not? Even I too. So this one is wrong. That one is also. Girl forget everything. Dot. It's nothing but like item. Okay. So anyway, just it's a one common, these cinema people are going to introduce one caption, automatically audience are going to release another caption for that. I remember Bomma release cinema. వీలైతే 4 మాటలు కుదిరితే కప్పు కాఫీ ఎమ్మటనే జనాలు ఆడియన్స్ యాడెడ్ బిల్లు ఎవరు కడతారు బిల్లు కుదిరితే 4 మాటలు దెన్ ఆటోమేటికల్లీ ద రివర్స్ డైలాగ్స్ ద పీపుల్ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు యాడ్ సమ్ ఎక్స్ట్రా మసాలా రైట్ ఓకే హియర్ సి సో whether this one is the correct or reverse is the correct I don't know but both are invalid I hope okay now listen here now I'm taking system.out.println yes a dot substring of 3. Can you tell what is the meaning of s dot substring of 3? From third index onwards until the end of the string 0 1 2 3. What is the third one? D2 E is an D2 last. D E F G is the answer. Are you getting? Next system.out.println s dot substring of some 2, 6 like this I'm taking 2, 6. From here 2 substring methods are there. One from begin index to end of the string, but from here begin index to end. Can you tell what the answer now for the second? What the answer? 2 0 1 2 C D E F G. Again 2 3 4 5 6 but answer is only this one only. Okay, because from begin index to n minus 1 index we have to consider begin to n minus 1 index. That's why 2 to 5 only we require to consider but not 6. Even we are specifying 6 but returns the characters from begin index to end minus 1 index. Are you getting that? Okay, this but in this I'm doing a small syntactical mistake. Anyway, output is the same, code is the same, but a small mistake I did. What is that mistake? Have you identified? There is a small mistake I did in this code. What is that mistake? You have to identify that. Are you getting? Substring. S is capital or small? Substring. If we have subset, is nothing but like yes is the capital or not? Yes, make sure you should not do that mistake. So if I can take small s instead of that, what I have to take? Capital S. If I can take capital S, compiler will give left and right. Remember this one. Here this S should be small only, not capital. By mistake, if you are taking capital S, compile method we are going to get. Are you getting that? Substring S is the small only. Don't sorry is doing some mistake. Don't feel like that. It's a correct code only, right? Okay. And here see, take this code. Public string substring of public string substring of public string substring of public string substring of int begin returns a substring from begin index to end of the string. Returns a substring from begin index to returns a substring from begin index to end of the string. Begin index to end of the string. Returns a substring from begin index to end of the string. End of the string. Next, public string substring of int begin comma int end. Public string substring of int begin comma int end. Int begin comma int end. Add returns a substring from begin index to returns a substring from begin index to n minus 1 index. Returns a substring from begin index to n minus 1 index. End n minus 1 index. Okay, have you observed? Underline that end minus 1. Underline that end minus 1. Don't strike. Underline end minus 1. Okay, example. Take that one. String s is equal to a b c d e f g. System dot out dot println s dot substring of 3. S dot substring of 3. What the answer we are getting? D E F G. S dot substring of 3. D E F G. Next up, S dot substring of 2 comma 6. 2 comma 6. So the answer we are going to get C D E F. That's all. This is about what is a substring method. Is it required to keep any explanation or no? Okay. So that's all. C D E F G like we have. Okay. Next, the next one a bit important. Just observe. Even somewhere we may cover this one. Just observe this terminology, right? Sir, I am taking string s is equal to Durga, like string s is equal to Durga. System dot out dot println s dot length. What is the answer? Array s dot length. What is the answer? S dot length. What is the answer? Compile time error we are going to get. Have you observed? For the string length method but not length variable. Are you getting here what I apply? Length variable. That's why compile time error saying cannot find symbol. Which symbol is nothing but variable length in which location. Okay, class java.lang dot string. Are you getting? Class java.lang dot string is nothing but like s dot length itself is invalid. Compile time error, right? Now system dot out dot println SOP of s dot length method I am taking. Can you tell what is the answer? 5 by default, right? Because 5 characters are there. Are you getting? Length variable is there in Java, which is applicable for arrays. Length variable applicable for arrays. Length method applicable for what? String objects, right? Okay. Yeah. Next method. Public int length. Public int length. Public int length. Returns number of characters present in the string. Returns number of characters present in the string. Returns number of characters present in the string. String. Okay. Example. Add string s is equal to Durga. SOP of s dot length. Length variable I am using. Make sure you should aware. S dot length. String s is equal to Durga. SOP of s dot length. Compile time error saying cannot find symbol. Which symbol? Variable length. Cannot find symbol. Which symbol? Variable length. Location java.lang string. Location java.lang string. Location java.lang string. Okay. SOP of s dot length. SOP of s dot length. Can you tell what the answer now? 5. SOP of s dot length. Answer is the 5. Like we are getting. Clear for all of you, right? Okay, make sure you people should be very clearly, right? Okay, take a note. Yeah, length variable, length variable applicable for length variable applicable for length variable applicable for length variable applicable for arrays, length variable applicable for arrays, but not for string objects, but not for string objects. Length variable applicable for arrays but not for string objects. Whereas length method, length bracket open bracket close, whereas length method applicable for, whereas length method applicable for string objects, length method applicable for string objects but not for arrays. Length method applicable for string objects but not for arrays, okay, that's all. It is also one method, one confusion. Length variable or length method, take special care. Okay, next method, have you observed here? Public string replace. Sir, not required to keep much explanation. Public string replace. Can you please replace which thing with what? Is nothing but what thing you want to replace with what? Sir, char old character, char new character, right? Sir, every this character, every old character, can you please replace with this new character? Like, sir, example is also there. String s is equal to ab. Okay, s dot replace of a comma b. Can you tell what it means, Anna? A comma b. Every a, can you please replace with b? Every a, can you please replace with b? If every a replaced with b, then what is the output? Total will become only b's. Okay, add this one. Next method, not required to keep any explanation. Public string replace of char old character comma char new character. Public string replace of char old character comma char new character. Example, string s is equal to ab, string s is equal to ab, sop of s. S dot replace of a comma b, s dot replace of a comma b. What the answer? Every a will be replaced with what? B. Every a will be replaced with b. B, like we are going to get. Completed, right? Okay. Now, this is what is the purpose of what? Replace itself is the method. Now, the next methods what we have here, just add these are things, right? Not required to keep any explanation. Have you observed what is the method? Public string, 2 lowercase, 2 uppercase. Any explanation is required or any example is required? Okay, so public string 2 lowercase. If anywhere uppercase character is there, automatically will be converted into lowercase. In the case of 2 uppercase method, if any lowercase character is there, will be converted into 2 uppercase method. 2 uppercase. Completed, right? Public string 2 lowercase, public string 2 uppercase, like. Completed, I hope. 2 lowercase method, 2 uppercase method, right? Clear for all of you, right? Next one. Next method is a bit important method. Just listen. You know where this type of requirement is there. Suppose sometimes end user is required to enter city name. Assume that enter city name. Like I want to enter the city name, right? What end user is going to enter? Some people may have this type of habit. Do you know? Suppose, can you please write city name? Assume this is my page, Anna. Write city name. Some people are going to write, okay, Hyderabad directly from here. Some people style from the beginning. But in the same page, some people are going to write, okay, some people may write, they will give some space and then they will write Hyderabad like. You're getting, it's a very common habit. First line should be ABT is nothing but space and then second line onwards they are. So usual common habit is if you want to enter something, space, and then Hyderabad like, it's a common habit for most of the people. Then the problem here is, if I can add the space, Hyderabad I enter. Now I want to compare with my database value. In the database, city name is nothing but Hyderabad we enter. City name is Hyderabad. Now I want to compare this city name with this. Both are equal or not equal? Not equal. Because here space Hyderabad. But in the database we have only Hyderabad. That's why this type of situations or problems we require to handle. Our program should recognize, yes, city the valid city like Hyderabad only. Before comparing, if any spaces are there at the beginning or at the end, can you please trim, remove, and then remaining part only can you please compare. If you want to remove the blank spaces, present yet beginning or present yet end, then we should go for which method? Trim, yes, dot trim method, right? Even trimming is a common word. Yes, dot trim method. What the purpose of trim method is? To remove the blank spaces present at beginning and end. Are you getting? So from this, maybe a chance to ask the question. Option, what is the purpose of trim method? Option 1, to remove the blank spaces present yet only at the beginning. Option 2, to remove the blank spaces present yet only at the end of the string. To remove the blank spaces, third option, to remove the blank spaces present at the beginning and the end both. Fourth option, to remove all blank spaces present in the string. Which one is the correct? CRD. To remove all blank spaces present in the string. Is it valid or invalid? Invalid. So trim method to remove blank spaces present at the begin, present at the end, but not the middle blank spaces. In the string, in between the character blank space is there, it won't be removed, right? Okay, make sure you should aware. Are you getting? Next method. Public string, trim. Public string trim method. Public string trim method. To remove the blank spaces, to remove blank spaces present yet, to remove blank spaces present yet beginning, to remove the blank spaces present at beginning, beginning and the end of the string. Present at beginning and end of the string, present at beginning and end of the string, but not middle blank spaces, middle blank spaces, present at beginning and end of the string, but not middle blank spaces, middle blank spaces. Okay, that's all. Now the next concept, this is about what is the trim method, right? Not required to keep any explanation. If any blank space is there at the beginning and the end, will be removed, right? Now I have one string is there, ABB is there. Assume that ABB is there. This is my string. Sir, I want to check string s is equal to, okay, like, sir, I want to check, I have one character. This character is locating at which index? Are you getting? First method I will remember char get. Which character locating at specified index? But now reverse. Boss, I have character. This character locating at what index? This character locating at what index? Yes, sir. Dot index of. Yes, dot index of. System dot out dot println. Yes, dot index of B. Like I'm taking. Yes, dot index of B. Can you tell what the answer we are going to get? Because B is available here and here. 3 times it is there. But index of method is going to check only first occurrence. That's why what the answer? 1. Now system dot out dot println. Yes, dot. Sir, last time where this B is available. What is the last index? Last index of, last index of B. What is the answer? B. Where this B is available at last? 1, 2, 3, 4 is nothing but like. Okay, like. So we have two index of methods are there. First index of, index of means by default first. Last index of. Sir, you may ask, sir, second time where this B is available, or third time where this B is available, we have to write the code explicitly. Ready-made method is not there. Ready-made methods applicable only for what? First index and last index only. Okay, add. Take this method, right? Public int index of, public int index of char ch, public int index of char ch, index of char ch, returns index of first occurrence of specified character, returns index of first occurrence of specified character, index of first occurrence of specified character. Next, public int last index of char ch, last index of char ch, public int last index of char ch. Add the example. String s is equal to ABABA, string s is equal to ABABA, SOP of s dot index of a, s dot index of a. What the answer we are going to get? 0, s dot last index of a itself is the 4. S dot last index of a. That's all. Index of last index of. Completed, right? Not required to keep any explanation. That's all. Okay. So these are various important methods present in string class. How many methods are there? Up to this we covered. How many methods are? 14. These are important methods of string class. The most valuable point what I am going to discuss from these things, so take a bit special care. So most of the people having wrong point in your mind, so compulsory you require to correct that. Okay, here see this example well, this point well. Sir, I am taking string s1 is equal to, string s1 is equal to Durga, string s1 is equal to Durga, string s2 is equal to, now where this object will be created? In the SAP area. Now s1 dot 2 uppercase, s1 dot 2 uppercase. Can you please convert to uppercase? Like string s3 is equal to, string s3 is equal to s1 dot 2 lowercase, s1 dot 2 lowercase. Have you remembered? Because of method call. If an object is required to create, compulsory this object will be placed where? In the heap area. You know this concept, not required to explain. Next, even let me take this one as a heap object only. No problem at all. String s is equal to like. Now system.out.println s1 double equal to s2. s1 double equal to s2. System.out.println s1 double equal to s3. Because runtime operations, right? Created objects are different. That's why in the first case what the answer? False. Second case what the answer? False. Up to this, any explanation is required? Right? Up to this, any explanation is required? Are you able to understand up to this, right? Can I continue further? Right? Can I continue further? Yes, up to this no explanation is required. Correct, right? But make sure compulsory something goes wrong here. Here, legend. We are not going to get false as the answer. Okay, we won't get false false as the answer. Take a bit special care. Sir, here string S1 is equal to new string heap area and SCP area. Heap and SCP. Analogy. String S1 is equal to new string of Durga. Now Durga got created. S1 is the variable, and for the future purpose Durga got created here. Okay, well, next string S2 is equal to new S1 dot 2 uppercase. Sir, on S1 I am calling 2 uppercase method. Either any change in the content or not? Yes, because it's a lower case. 2 uppercase, yes, because of method call runtime operation. If there is a change in the content, create a new object only in heap area with Durga uppercase. S2 is pointing to that. Okay, well, runtime operation. Because of runtime operation, if an object is required to create, that object is always going to be placed where? Only in the heap, but not in SCP. Okay, like next string S3 is equal to S1 dot 2 lowercase. S1 dot 2 lowercase. Sir, on S1 I am calling 2 lowercase method. Either any change in the content? No change in the content. If there is no change in the content, what is the need of creating new object? Waste, right? Okay, because of runtime operation. If there is a change in the content, with those changes a new object will be created on the heap. If there is no change in the content, no new object will be created. Existing object only will be reused. So S3 pointing to the same object. Are you getting? S3 pointing to the same object. Now SOP of S1 double equal to S2, false is the answer. SOP of S1 double equal to S3 is nothing more, true is the answer. Are you getting? Most of the people are going to feel false false is the answer. No, false followed by true itself is the answer. Any explanation is required about this one? Now observe, listen, have a look once. Here, can you please spell out the code? String S1 is equal to new string of Durga. Now, for the next one, string S2 is equal to S1 dot 2 uppercase. 2 uppercase like string S3 is equal to S1 dot 2 lowercase. S1 double equal to S2, S1 double equal to S3. Have you observed the answer? Yeah, see this one? Yes, first time false, second one is nothing but what the answer? True. First time false, second one is nothing but true. Are you getting? Most of the people, sir, runtime method operation, runtime method call, automatically new object will be created. No, runtime operation, is there any change in the content or not? If there is a change in the content, then only is nothing but itself is the valid. If there is no change in the content, compulsory existing object will be reused. Clear for all of you, right? Okay, at this point. Take a note, keep star for this, at least triple star, that much important. Note, keep star, triple star at least, very important point. Because of runtime operation, if there is a change in the content, because of runtime operation, if there is a change in the content, then if there is a change in the content, then with those changes a new object will be created. With those changes a new object will be created. On the heap. A new object will be created on the heap. Next up, if there is no change in the content, then existing object will be reused. existing object will be reused and a new object won't be created. Existing object will be reused and a new object won't be created. And a new object won't be created. New object won't be created. Won't be created. Okay, that's all. Are you getting that? Okay, this. So here, do you know, this rule is the same whether the object present in the heap area, present in the SCP. Simple, Anna. On S1, I am calling a method. Because of that method call, either any change in the content or not. Yes, if there is a change, create a new object. No change in the content, existing object will be reused. Whether this current object present in the heap or present in SCP, rule is the same. There is no change in the rule at this point. Whether the object present in heap or SCP, whether the object present in heap or SCP, the rule is the same. The rule is same. That's all. Okay, take this example. String S1 is equal to new string of Durga. String S2 is equal to S1 dot 2 uppercase. String S3 is equal to S1 dot 2 lowercase. 2 uppercase, 2 lowercase. SOP of S1 double equal to S2 false. S1 double equal to S3. S1 double equal to S3 is nothing but a true. And compulsory you have to take this diagram also. Heap SCP, heap area SCP area. Next Durga like. Completed, right? Take the diagram also. Take this diagram. Heap SCP. Next S1 S3. Point into Durga like. Next completed, right? But still there is a small another thing you should aware. I am removing these things now. Okay. Now here see, you took already up to this. Now my next terminology. How many people can identify? Observe carefully. Sir, string S4 is equal to string S4 is equal to S2 dot 2 lowercase. S2 dot 2 lowercase. Can you tell new object will be created or not? S2 dot 2 lowercase. New object will be created or not? Huh? Yes or no? How many people are feeling no, sir? New object won't be created. New object won't be created. Okay, well. How many people are feeling yes? Yes, sir. New object is going to create. Okay, make sure. S2 dot 2 lowercase. Sir, S2. S2. Because of this method call, either any change in the content or not? Yes, capital Durga should become small Durga. There is a change in the content. If there is a change in the content of this object, compulsory a new object will be created, small Durga, and S4 point into that object. Then immediately may ask, sir, small Durga already there or not? I don't want to check. Is there any change in the current object or not? Yes, there is a change in the current object. Create a new object. If there is no change in the current object, then existing object will reuse. Whether required change already there or not, I am not going to check, because runtime method call. Runtime method call means always a new object is going to create regarding on the heap. That's why. So yeah, this is in this case a new object will be created. Now listen, sir, I am taking string S5 is equal to, string S5 is equal to S4 dot 2 uppercase. S4 dot 2 uppercase. Can you tell new object will be created or not? S4 dot 2 uppercase. New object will be created or not? S4, there is a change in the content. Compulsory, a new object will be created. For the reference variable, S5 for that. Any explanation is required, okay? Take this, take these two lines under these objects also. Take remaining two lines under these two objects. Whether the object present in the heap area or present in SCP, rule is the same. Take special care. Not that much easy concept, right? Will come. I will go for some. Completed, right? These two lines under these two objects also. Two objects got created. SF4 and SF5. I hope is clear for all of you, right? Okay. Now next one. Take a bit special care about this word. Of course, example 2. Listen. Sir, string S1 is equal to Durga. String S1 is equal to Durga. Can you tell where this object is presenting? Heap area or SCP area? SCP area. SCP. Sir, string S1 is equal to Durga. Sir, here Durga is there. S1 is the reference variable for that. Now, string S2 is equal to, sir, string S2 is equal to S1 dot to string method. S1 dot to string. Sir, S1 is already string only. Calling to string method on the string, no change in the content. Same thing only, right? Because it's already string. No change in the content. No change in the content mean existing object will be reused or new object will be created. Existing object will be reused. S2 point into the same. Okay. Next, if you want, you can cross check SOP of S1 double equal to S2. What the answer? True. We are going to take it. Sir, string S3 is equal to S1 dot to lowercase. S1 dot to lowercase. Can you tell new object will be created or existing object will be used? Existing. To lowercase, no change in the content. That's why S3 point into the same. Next, string S4 is equal to, string S4 is equal to S1 dot to uppercase. S1 dot to uppercase. Okay. Because of runtime operation, if there is a change in the content, compulsory a new object will be created only on heap area. Okay, that's why Durga. Okay, what is the reference variable? S4 for that. Are you getting? Now, string S5 is equal to S4 dot to lowercase. S4 dot to lowercase. Can you tell where this object will be created? Where this object will be created? String S5, S4 dot to lowercase. Now, in the heap area, Durga, because there is a change in the content, S5 is pointing to that. Now, I hope you people can aware, right? Whether object present in the heap or SCP, rule is the same. Change in the content or not? Yes, but change in the content. Create a new object on the heap. No change in the content. Existing object will be reused. Okay. Take this example also. Take clearly. Completed, right? Okay, I hope is clear for all of you, right? Make sure you people should have clear clarity. Any explanation is required. So the most valuable concept for the entire room, how to create our own immutable class. Are you getting? Is it possible to create our own immutable class or not? Yes. How we can create our own immutable class? Keep studying. How to create our own immutable class. How to create our own immutable class. How to create our own immutable class. Okay, now the first point here is, make sure you people should have clarity. What is immutability? Okay, now even the last conclusion also part of immutability only. What is immutability? Once we create an object, we can't perform any changes in that object. If we are trying to perform any operation, because of that operation, if there is a change in the content, yes, there is a change in the content, create a new object. If there is no change in the content, reuse existing object only. We covered already, right? Okay, so let me consider here. So string terminology, right? So string s1 is equal to new string of Durga, like string s1 is equal to new string of Durga. Okay, system string s2 is equal to s1 dot to uppercase. Can you tell a new object will be created or not? Yes, yeah, s1 is pointing to Durga and s2 is pointing to Durga, right? Because of this, there is a change in the content. Compulsory a new object will be created, right? Next, string s3 is equal to s1 dot 2 lowercase. s1 dot 2 lowercase. A new object will be created or not? No, because on s1 there is no change in the content. That's why existing object only reused. Okay, so this is nothing but immutability. If I can make for the test class this behavior, then test class will become what? Immutable class. Are you getting? So first you should have clarity. What is immutability? Then how we can implement our own immutable class, we will discuss. Are you able to understand it? Once we create an object, we can't perform any changes in that object. If we are trying to perform any change, if there is a change in the content, with those changes a new object will be created. If there is no change in the content, then existing object will be reused. This behavior is nothing but what? Immutability, right? Any explanation is required? First add up to this. Once we create an object, we can't perform any changes in that object. 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 In that object. If we are trying to perform any change, if you are trying to perform any change, if and if there is a change in the content, and if there is a change in the content, and if there is a change in the content, and if there is a change in the content, then and if there is a change in the content, then with those changes, then with those changes, then with those changes, with those changes, a new object will be created. With those changes, a new object will be created. With those changes, a new object will be created. Will be created. Next up, if there is no change in the content, if there is no change in the content, if there is no change in the content, then if there is no change in the content, then existing object will be reused. Then existing object will be reused. If there is no change in the content, existing object will be reused. Existing object will be reused. This behavior is nothing but, this behavior is nothing but, this behavior is nothing but, this behavior is nothing but immutability. This behavior is nothing but immutability. Okay, take this example, just only these 3 lines under this diagram. String S1 is equal to new string of Durga. String S1 is equal to new string of Durga. String S2 is equal to S1 dot 2 uppercase. String S2 is equal to S1 dot 2 uppercase. String S3 is equal to S1 dot 2 lowercase. String S3 is equal to S1 dot 2 lowercase. 2 lowercase. S1 dot 2 lowercase. 2 lowercase. So S1 and S3 both are pointing to the same object, but S2 point into different object. Take this diagram also. Completed, right? Next up, sir, can you tell, is it possible to create our own immutable class or not? Yes. Okay, same behavior for my test objects also we can implement, no problem at all. Okay, and the next step, we can create our own immutable class. We can create our own immutable class. We can create our own immutable class. Our own immutable class. We can create our own immutable class. Okay, like now take very special care about this terminology right now. The next thing what I am going to talk, how to create our own immutable. Just observe, I am taking public class test. Now listen a bit carefully. Okay, I am taking public class test. Public class test. And so there is one variable is there, private int I. This I is the instance variable, content of the object. Object is the I. Now test of int I. This dot I is equal to I. Like this I am taking. So this is test dot test of constructor. It's a constructor, right? Now my target is, observe, sir, I am taking test T1 is equal to new test of 10. Test T1 is equal to new test of 10. Now a test object got created with I value is nothing but 1. Then T1 is the reference variable for that. Now can you please create test T2 is equal to T1 dot modify. T1 dot modify. Can you please modify T1 with which value? 100 is nothing but like I am taking. Oh, can you please modify T1 with 100 value? Then returns that object. Are you getting? So this is my requirement. So here, if we are trying to change the content, with that change a new object is required to create, because our immutability concept. Now how I can implement this modify method? Based on this method implementation only we are going to get immutability nature. Make sure how I can implement. Sir, it's a public method. Can you tell what is the return type of modify method? Test is modify of int I, because you are passing some I value. How I have to implement this modify method is, sir, current object you are calling modify on T1 I value and this I value both are same or not. If both are same, don't create new object, existing object return, because there is no change in the content. If both are different, create a new object with this change and returns that. Okay, now if this dot I, can you tell this dot I means what? Current object I, T1 I value is double equal to this I value. Sir, current object T1 I value and T1 I value and this I value both are same or not? If both are same, what I have to do? Both are same, what I have to do? Return current object. So return this. This means what? Current object. So return current T1. On which object you are calling modify? T1. Return T1 only, is nothing but like else, sir, both are not same. There is a difference. If this value not same, what I have to do? Create a new object with that change. Create a new object with that change and returns that. What I have to do? New test of with this I value. New test of I with this I value and return this object. End of else, end of test method dot end of modify method dot like. Okay, now observe this one. Sir, T1 dot modify of 100. Current object I value. What is the current object I value? 10. But this I value, what is that? 100. Both are same or both are not same? Not same. Else part. Create a new test object with the I value. With this I value. What is the I value we are passing? 100. Returns that object. Now this returned object I am taking with the T2. Regarding. So once we create a test object, we can't perform any change. If you are trying to perform any change, with that we are creating a new object. Okay. Now let me go for test T3 is equal to T1 dot modify of 10. T1 dot modify of 10. Sir, T1 I value. What is the T1 I value? 10. And this value, what is that? This value 10. Both are same or not? Both are same. This dot I both are same. Return this. Return current object. Current object is on which object we are calling? T1 only. Return. What is the answer? T3 is also pointing to the same. Now, so system dot out dot println T1 double equal to T2. System dot out dot println T1 double equal to T3. Can you tell what is the answer now? T1 double equal to T2. False. T1 double equal to T3 is nothing but true by default. That's all. Make sure. I hope you people can aware, sir. Every method present in the test class we have to implement with this type of thing. If there is a change in the content, create a new object with that change, returns that. If there is no change in the content, existing object will be return this current object only we have to return. Okay, so how we are getting immutable nature? Because of this method implementation, no one is allowed to override these methods. That's why compulsory we have to declare every immutable class final. so that no one is allowed to override, no one is allowed to create the child and so on. String class is final, string is the final, all wrapper classes are final, because of this implementation only immutability we are getting. If someone is going to override this one, problem. That's why keep this method, keep this class as final, so that no one is allowed to change our internal implementation, right? Any explanation is required, that's all. So once we create test object, okay, we can't perform any change in the existing object. If you are trying to perform any change, with that change a new object will be created. Is nothing but what? Immutable concept. Okay, take this example. Take clearly. So, how to create our own immutable class? Make sure you people should have clear clarity, very important, most valuable. Final public class test, private int I, test of int I, completed, right? Completed, right? Take clearly, even this example also. How to create our own immutable class, very common question for the interview room. Clearly, even these diagrams also, diagram and code like, okay, clear for all of you, right? Now at the theory, that once we create a test object, once we create a test object, once we create a test object, we can't perform. Once we create a test object, we can't perform any change. We can't perform any change. We can't perform any change in the existing object. We can't perform any change in the existing object. We can't perform any change in the existing object. If we are trying to perform any change, and if there is a change in the content, if you are trying to perform any change, and if there is a change in the content, then with those changes, a new object will be created. With those changes, a new object will be created. With those changes, a new object will be created. With those changes, a new object will be created. Next, and if there is no change in the content, then existing object will be reused, and if there is no change in the content, then existing object will be reused. Existing object will be reused. Existing object will be reused. That's all. Any explanation is required about this terminology? No? That's all. Make sure you people should have clear clarity about this terminology, right? Okay, that's all. Next. Okay, how to create our own immutable class? Best. So compulsory question for the interview room, the most valuable part anyway, right? Next, keep studying final versus immutability. 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 Okay, so can you tell final what it means? Non-changeable. Immutability, what it means? Non-changeable. Can I use the term both are same or not? Okay, make sure final different, immutable is the different, but both are non-changeable, but context is different. Where you can apply is different. That's why final and immutable both are different concepts. Okay, remember. Sir, final applicable for variable. Final variable, but not final object. Regarding final applicable for variable, but not for object. Immutability applicable for object, but not for variable. Regarding immutable variable, not there. Immutable object there. Final variable there. Final object not there. Regarding, so both are different concepts, right? Now observe. Sir, I am taking final. Sir, I am taking one variable final. String buffer. Final string buffer SB. Final string buffer SB is equal to new string buffer of Durga. Final string buffer SB is equal to new string buffer of Durga. Sir, here SB is pointing to, SB is pointing to what? Durga, like SB is pointing to Durga. Now I am taking SB dot append of software. SB dot append of software. SOP of SB. Sir, is it valid or not? Ayo, SB dot append of software and SOP of SB, valid or invalid? Valid or invalid? Make sure most of the people are going to feel it is valid or invalid. Valid or invalid? 100% pakka. This one is valid or invalid? This one is valid. Even though reference variable is a final. Even though reference variable is final, happily we can perform any change in that object, because final variable means reassignment for that variable not allowed. Regarding it doesn't mean in the corresponding object you can't perform any change. In that object happily we can perform any change, no problem. If I can print SOP of SB, do you know what the answer? Durga software by default we are going to get. Okay, no problem at all. So software by default will be added, right? Okay, even though reference variable is the final, so we won't get any immutability, because immutability concept is the different, final is the different. So in the corresponding object happily we can able to perform any type of change, no problem at all. But now my question is, if a variable is the final, then where is the impact? Where is the impact of this final? Simple. For this variable, reassignment is not allowed. Regarding reassignment, you can't reassign. Sir, I am taking SB is equal to, am I doing reassignment or not? SB is equal to new string buffer of solutions. New string buffer of solution, immediately compare method we are going to get. Regarding solutions, immediately compare method, what is that error is? Cannot assign a value to final variable SB. cannot assign a value to final variable SB like comparative method we are going to get. Are you getting? Final applicable for variable, immutability applicable for object. By declaring a reference variable as the final, we won't get any immutability nature, but for that variable we can perform what? Reassignment. Final and immutability both are same or both are different concepts? Different concepts. Even though reference variable is the final, happily we can able to perform any type of change in that object, but only reassignment is not allowed for that variable. Both are different concepts, don't mix both. But most of the people are going to feel final means non-changeable, immutable means non-changeable. Sir, both are same. Non-changeable up to the word is the same, but which thing is non-changeable? Sir, this variable non-changeable. Immutable means what? Object non-changeable. Are you able to understand? Let me execute this code. Here see, I am taking, observe, string buffer. Here see, string buffer, same, string buffer SB is equal to new string buffer of Durga. Next, but here SB dot append of software, like I'm taking software like this. I'm taking system dot out dot println of SB, SOP of SB. Let me take this one as final. Regarding no comparative error, happily the output by default we are going to get Durga software, right? Valid. The answer is Durga software. Regarding correct is nothing but Durga software. Now then where is the impact of this final? Let me perform reassignment. SB is equal to new string buffer of solutions, right? New string buffer of solutions, like immediately comparative method you are going to get. Have you observed? Cannot assign a value to final variable SB. Cannot assign a value to final variable SB like comparative method by default you are going to get. Any explanation is required about this terminology? And make sure you people should have clear clarity, right? So that's all. So final applicable for variable, immutability applicable for objects. By declaring a reference variable as the final, we won't get any immutability nature. Even though reference variable is the final, so in the corresponding object we can perform any type of changes, but by declaring reference variable at the final we can perform what? Reassignment. Okay, add final applicable for variables, final applicable for variables, but not for objects, final applicable for variables but not for objects, whereas immutability applicable for objects, immutability applicable for objects but not for variables, immutability applicable for objects but not for variables, immutability applicable for objects but not for variables, but not for variables. Are you getting? Okay, this next, by declaring a reference variable as final, we won't get any immutability nature. We won't get any immutability nature. Even though, next, even though reference variable is the final, reference variable is the final, we can perform any type of changes in that object, any type of change in the corresponding object. We can perform any type of change in the corresponding object, but we can't perform reassignment for that variable. We can't perform reassignment for that variable. Okay, that's all. Are you getting? So by declaring a reference variable at the final, by declaring a reference variable at the final, we won't get any immutability nature. Final and immutable both are different concepts. And hence, next paragraph. Hence, final and immutable. Hence, final and immutable. Hence, final and immutable both are different concepts. Final and immutable both are different concepts. Both are different concepts. Okay, take this example. Final string buffer SB is equal to new string buffer of Durga. Final string buffer SB, new string buffer of Durga. SB dot append of software. SB dot append of software. SOP of SB. SB dot append of software. SOP of SB. Can you tell what the answer we are going to get? Durga software like. Next, SB is equal to new SB. New string buffer of solutions. This one is nothing but invalid, I'm sure. Compile time error. So final and immutable both are different concepts. Don't mix both. Cannot assign a value to final variable SB. Cannot assign a value to final variable SB. Value to final variable SB. Completed, right? Okay. So after this, okay, take a bit style. Take a bit. Bit style anyway. Add which of the following is meaningful? Which of the following is meaningful, or which of the following are meaningful? Which of the following are meaningful? Meaningful. Okay, take these four. You have to decide which are meaningful words. First one, final variable. Is it a meaningful or not? Yes, give the tick mark for that. Second, immutable variable. Valid or invalid? Invalid. Immutable variable, invalid. Third one, final object. Valid or invalid? Invalid, because object final not there. Variable is the final, but object final meaningless. Next, immutable object. Yes. So first one, last one valid. The remaining two are invalid. That's all. Valuable concept what we have. So it's a very important concept, especially for interview room, especially. So this is the very worthy or very valuable concept. I hope. Are you getting any new things from this discussion? In our regular core Java classes on the string, this much post-mortem won't be there, I'm sure. Okay, but very important for interview room, very important for day-to-day programming, and even for ICJP exam also. Make sure clear clarity must be required. Okay, that's all.